Is this your favorite part of the day coming here?
It has its moments. This team is kind of what I've grown to call type 2 fun. It's brutal and awful the entire time you're doing it, but by the time you get down in with it and you look back at it, it's some of the best times of your life.
What's your experience been like here at Sun Devil Motorsports?
Challenging. That's the best word that I've got to describe it. I been doing this is now, we're 2+ years in now, and every year I've been with this team, there's been those weeks where it turns into 90, 100-hour weeks, working straight through the nights and getting, whatever it takes. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. I mean, this is an opportunity where I get to teach. It's an opportunity where I get to really, build something really, really cool and provide value to other people and other clubs and things like that. It's really rewarding, but it's definitely challenging.
My experience has been, I started off aero manufacturing. My friends joined the club and I had no idea what it was. And when I joined, I realized, oh wow, this is actually a huge club that doesn't get the recognition that it deserves.
As much as this job is mental, do you still consider this competition a sport?
There's no other way to describe it. If you don't show up at competition on top of your game, if you didn't do the preparation before you got there, if you can't work together as a team to solve these problems, and you don't have an understanding of how the game works well enough to get through technical inspection, you won't win.
We want to make top 10, and that has been said from the very beginning.
What is it like to be at an SAE competition?
Lots of excitement, tension, nervousness, anxiousness, but I'd say excitement is just huge. You're with your team that you spent hours and hours and hours and nights with, just building your car, and you're there to compete with it. And then there's 120 other universities that are doing the same thing. It's an experience like nothing I've ever had before, and it's just really exciting to showcase everything that you worked for during the year.
Do you believe first place is an obtainable reality for your team?
The optimist in me says that anything can happen. The truth of the matter is we're about 6 figures away from that. To be blunt, the top 10 or the top 3 teams this year across the board were universities and organizations that have probably 3 times the amount of, or 3 to 4 times the amount of funding, with significantly more access to industry, things like that. I believe that Formula SAE is one of the most underappreciated events in college. The sheer amount of effort and love that goes into this, it is equal to or more than most physical sports.
If there was no car, the people themselves are super skilled, smart, experienced. They're great leaders, they're great teachers, really good, well-rounded people to have on a team. And I couldn't ask for anything else.